Welcome into the recap of the Cubs' exceptionally disappointing 5-4 loss to the Tampa Bay Rays Saturday afternoon on AnthonyRizzo retirement day. How do you lose on AnthonyRizzo retirement day? But they did at Wrigley Field. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at Wintrust, the exclusive home of Cubs checking. Get your very own Cubs checking account at wintrust.com/Cubs or click the QR code that's on your screen. It was a magical day with the exception of you lost. You blew a 3-0 lead. Rizzo's in the bleachers. Moises Ballesteros hits his first career home run, and guess where it lands? Right there for Rizzo to catch. What are the odds? And Rizzo missed it. He missed it. But he had a great time. He had Eddie Vedder out there, obviously his family, but Eddie Vedder, Cindy Crawford and her husband. It just was a really magical, festive, crazy cool environment at Wrigley Field today. And in the end, you had a chance to find a way to win a baseball game, and the Cubs couldn't get it done. Let me tell you how this one broke out and give you a few thoughts. It's all brought to you by Tasty Trade. Stocks, crypto, futures, options, whatever you trade, you should do it at tastytrade.com. All right, second inning, Moises Ballesteros, as I alluded to, his first career home run to center field, and there's Rizzo, and he kind of steps up on one of the bleachers, and he's got a shot at it. It goes off his hands. You were a Gold Glove multi-time. You won the Platinum Glove. Come on, Riz, you're better than that. But the Cubs have a 1-0 lead. Then Dansby Swanson, he doubles. That brings in Ballesteros and Horner in the fourth. 3-0 Cubs. Colin Ray was throwing a pretty good ball game. I'm like, wow, let's go. Let's celebrate Rizzo, and let's celebrate another victory as the Cubs close in on clinching the top wild card spot in the National League. But yesterday, Cubs came from 3-0 down early, and now today, the Rays come from 3-0 down. And here's how it went down. Richie Palacios grounds out in the fifth. A run scores. It's a 3-1 game. We're still good. But then in the sixth, Brandon Lowe doubles. That brings in Diaz. Mangum singles. That brings in Lowe, and we're locked up at 3. Michael Busch homers his 27th in the seventh. Cubs have a 1-run lead. But Junior Caminero, home run in the 8th. Fortes, home run in the 9th. Cubs had first and third with nobody out against their outstanding closer, Pete Fairbanks. That's a guy I'd love to see the Cubs try and get in the offseason. But Pete Fairbanks buckles down. He gets a ground ball from Matt Shaw. Hit hard, but it came right up on a third baseman. Contact play. Swanson, I believe, is running. Got him. I hate the contact play. However, Jim Deshaies with a very valid point, I love JD, that if he doesn't go on contact there and they look and they don't see him going, it's probably a double play with a man stuck at third. And then the Cubs' next two hitters with one out, you have first and second, you get a strikeout of Michael Busch and a strikeout of Ian Happ, and that'll be all. Ball game over. Cubs lose 5-4. Not a crushing loss because you're not catching the Brewers, and you still had, going into the game, a 4-game lead for the top spot in the wild card. So that's where it sits. Very disappointing, but there's my guy Stanley back there. Stanley sat and watched the game with me. We were locked in on it. Really happy for AnthonyRizzo that he got to do what he did today. Super, super cool for Riz to sit in the bleachers with family and friends. He bought beers for people. He had a great, great time. Quick look at the pitching matchup for Tampa Bay. Rasmussen, 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. They earned 5 Ks, 2 walks, and a home run. For the Cubbies, Colin Ray, 5 1/3, 7 hits, 3 runs. They earned 5 Ks, no walks, and no home runs. Keller took the loss. One of the rare off days for him. He went 1 inning. He gave up 2 hits. He gave up a home run, and the Cubs lose the ball game. Very disappointing. 5-4, your final. Player of the game. I could go a number of ways, but I'm going to shock y'all. AnthonyRizzo, you're the player of the game because you were an amazing, amazing ambassador, and you will be going forward for the Cubs, just not on the field. But you were an amazing guy to cover, a guy that I truly care about deeply, and I wish him Emily, and their family all the very best in his retirement. Quality human. Our Studio 41 look ahead. One more game with the Rays at home. Then you go on the road, and it's going to be tough. Pirates are playing better. Horton against Skeens, second time this season. Skeens and the Pirates beat the Cubs at Wrigley when I sat in the bleachers earlier in the summer, even though Horton outpitched him. So you get the series there, and then you get 4 in Cincinnati, and then you come home and finish the season off. And that'll be all. Mets and Cardinals. That is our Studio 41 look ahead. Studio41.com, home remodeling showroom, 13 locations. They did my kitchen. They should do yours too. Have a great rest of your day. How about this weather, baby? And Anthony Rizzo, you deserve that. Great salute. Take that.